Meanwhile, Gulf countries continue to be rattled by attacks. Saudi Arabia says its air defences have been countering ballistic missiles, with loud explosions heard echoing over the capital, Riyadh. Air defences successfully intercepted missiles over Dubai, according to authorities there. The UAE says it has had to deal with more than 2,000 missiles and drones since the start of the war. Well, let's speak more on this and bring in France 24's correspondent, Hoda Abdel-Hamid, who joins us from Doha. Good to see you, Hoda. Just talk us through how seriously Gulf countries are taking Iranian threats right now.
Very seriously. Well, actually, while I was waiting to talk to you now, we received the alerts on our phones that the threat level was high, and then about 10 minutes later, it came back to normal. But throughout the evening, we've been hearing jet fighters in the sky, helicopters also. Someone in Dubai told me that it was exactly the same over there, and this comes at the back of the threats that Iran has made following the bombing of the Asuleye oil storage facility on the South Pars Island. Now, Iran said immediately after that it will retaliate, that some targets have become legitimate across the GCC, and it has named actually several gas and oil facilities. Two here in Qatar, Ras Laffan, which is the largest LNG facility in the world, and then El Mesaad, which is a petrochemical complex linked to Chevron, a U.S. company. And then it also named El Hosn gas facility in the UAE, and Al Jubair complex in Saudi Arabia that is linked to Exxon Mobil. Since then, the threat has become extremely serious, and the authorities have been telling people to stay in and stay away of windows and take shelter, taking very seriously this threat.
Well, stay with us, Hoda, because the ongoing conflict is, of course, the top of the agenda for an emergency meeting between foreign ministers from Arab and Islamic countries taking place in Riyadh today. The Saudi Foreign Ministry says the talks will include discussions on means to support regional security and stability. Well, since the start of the war, Gulf Arab states have been repeatedly targeted, and they've come under fire from Iran, causing chaos. So, Hoda, how does this impact the foreign ministers meeting that's taking place in Riyadh today?
I think this latest development really brings even more of a sense of emergency and a sense of seriousness on that meeting. You know, immediately after the aftermath of the U.S. attack on the installation in Iran, a spokesman for the foreign ministry here in Qatar issued a statement of condemnation, saying that attacking energy infrastructure is a serious threat to the global energy security. Now, they are going into that meeting, obviously, on week 3 since the war started. These countries have been under constant barrage of ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, and drones from Iran. There's a sense of anger. Some leaders have talked about betrayal, and there's also a sense of insecurity. Some of these countries have spent billions building, U.S. bases and hosting U.S. bases on the land, hoping that will provide enough security. That didn't turn out to be the reality when as we have seen over the past few weeks. So I think they will come out with some statement, but behind closed doors, they will be talking about two things: how to protect themselves now, in the immediate days and weeks to come, and then what happens after the war, how to reassess all their bilateral relations, how to reassess the presence of U.S. assets on their land. Was it really worth it investing all that money and then being so, unprotected? And they would also rethink their relations with Iran. So I think there's several things they would talk about, but what we will hear about when this meeting is over is a statement condemning the attack attack, saying that Iran is not just attacking U.S. facilities, but is also attacking civilian infrastructures in the GCC countries, and calling on some sort of way to some sort of calm to pave the way for a diplomatic track to start. That is not there yet. I don't think Iran will want to back down. The US and Israel don't seem to want to back down at the moment. But I think they will also, and I should have mentioned that earlier, discuss whether that policy of restraint that they have been following since day one of this war is working or not. Should they join the war or not? These are all very serious questions that they will be discussing around that table.
But we'll have to wait and see what comes out of that meeting. Hoda, grateful for that breakdown. Thank you so much for that.